Happy Monday. Welcome to Break the Board Sports. Click that like, hit subscribe. It's your boy RJ Cash Cole. Part two of MLB here on a Monday. Let's get into the slate. First game on the board, Cincinnati Reds at the Milwaukee Brewers. Now the Brewers are laying $1.55 plus 130 to come back on the Reds. 79% of the bets equaling 82% of the handle on the Milwaukee Brew Crew. Now 8.5 the total here. 69% of the ticket count equaling 69% of the handle here to the over in this game. The pitching matchup, two southpaws going to square off. Robert Gasser of the Brewers, 1-3 with a 4.50. Nick Lodolo of the Reds, 2-2 with a 5.59 ERA. He's going to get the ball here today. Now, Lodolo, after giving up 7 runs against the Mets, just in his last start against the Brewers back 6 days ago, 4 innings, did not allow a run and struck out 6. Lodolo in his last 2 starts, even dating back to last year against the Brewers, has yet to give up a run. Now, Gasser, on the other hand, last year only faced 2 2/3 against the Reds, didn't give up a run. However, his last 2 starts have been really good. The Guardians didn't give up a run. The Braves was his last start, 6 innings, 2 runs allowed, struck out 7. Now, the Reds 2-4 their last 6, and the Brewers have owned them. Brewers have beaten the Reds 4 of the last 5, but the Reds have been road warriors. They've won 4 of the last 5. Brewers 5-2 of their last 7. 10-5 their last 15 versus the National League. When these two teams get together, the under is cashed 5 of the last 7. And when they meet up in Milwaukee, 12 of the last 17 between the two have went under the total. I like the Brewers today to get back. Again, got to shop this around just a little bit, but I was able to find it as low as $1.48 there over at BetMGM. So just something to look at. But I like the Brewers today to get home in this game. Next game on the board, you got the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubbies. Griffin Canning going to get the call for the Padres. Shota Imanaga getting the call for the Cubs. Now Imanaga 5-6 with a 4.50. Canning 1-5 with a 7.38. He's been god awful. The line in this one, Cubs are laying around $1.50, $1.55, plus 130 to come back on the Padres. 77% of both ticket count and handle is on the Cubs. Now 11.5 is the total. 46% of the bets equaling 73% of the handle. Looking towards that over 11.5. Again, a lot of love here towards the over with these pitchers. Canning's last start against the Orioles, 5 innings, gave up 7. Imanaga, 4 runs given up over 5 1/3 to the Mets. The 2 starts before that against the Rockies, he went 10 2/3, gave up 1 run, struck out 10. So Imanaga, he's just really struggled all year. Consistency has been a problem. Padres 4-2 over their last 6, but they're 4-10 their last 14 on the road. Cubs have beaten the Padres 4 of the last 6. Cubs on a little bit of a heater, 6-1 their last 7, but just 5-12 their last 17 at Wrigley. With that being said, again, the Cubs $1.54. The price is a little too high for me. I think if you wanted to do some kind of parlay, I think Cubs, Brewers, Brazil, and soccer, that's plus 264. You could even throw Germany in there and get it over 3-1. So again, a couple different ways you could look at it here to monetize your bets. Minnesota Twins at the Houston Astros, and this one today, the Astros laying $1.36 plus 113 to come back on the Minnesota Twins. 72% of bets equaling 58% of the handle. Looking here at the Astros, 28% of ticket count equaling 42% of the handle. Taking the plus money with the Twinkies. Now, 9 is where the total sets, 46% of bets equaling 89% of the handle. Going towards the over in this game. The pitching matchup, Zebby Matthews 3-5 with a 4.56. Peter Lambert of the Astros 6-4 with a 3.28 ERA. Now, Matthews has given up 2 runs in each of his last 2 starts. Peter Lambert's been just as good. In his last 3, has only given up 5, and that's after going 18 innings total. Now, Twins haven't played well against the Astros. Astros have beaten them 5 of the last 7. The over is cashed 10 of the last 12 games that the Twins have played in, and 13 of their last 19 have went over the total. But the Astros have been solid the past week and a half. 5-1 their last 6, 4-1 their last 5 at home, 4-1 their last 5 versus the American League. So the Astros here, I like them minus the $1.35 that you can find out there in the market on them. There's actually $1.34 at FanDuel this morning. So again, I like the Astros in this spot. Like this card much better than I liked yesterday's card there for sure. Next game on the board, Los Angeles Angels at the Mariners. Now the Mariners laying 225 in this game. Again, 85% of the bets, 83% of the handle, as to where 15% of ticket count, 17% of the handle, taking the plus 187 on the Angels. 8's the total, 64% of bets, 88% of the handle. Looking to go over in this one. Now, Ryan Johnson going to get the call for the Angels, 1-4 with an 8.84 ERA. However, his last start, 6 innings, didn't give up a run against the Orioles. George Kirby gave up back-to-back 3 games, but his last start, 6 innings, 1 run allowed against the Pirates there. Angels 4-1 their last 5. Mariners have beaten the Angels 5 of the last 7, and the Mariners have beaten the Angels 6 straight at home here in Seattle. Angels really struggle there against the Mariners, but the Angels are 4-1 their last 5, as to where the Mariners 1-4 over their last 5. Mariners 9-4 their last 13 at home. Again, can't lay 225, even as bad as the Angels are. You would have to look to some type of money line parlay here, 2-teamer or something, and kind of to get you past the finish line in this game is the way I would be looking at it. Next game on the board, you got Dodgers at the A's, and can't say this very often, but the Dodgers are only laying $1.15, A's minus 105. Sharp action on the A's, 22% of bets, but 86% of the handle going their way. They do have the better pitcher on the hair. Gage jumped 3-1 with a 2.04 for the southpaw. Now, Dodgers will oppose him with the southpaw themselves. Eric Lauer, 3-5 with a 4.87. Lauer has given up 3 runs in his last start against the Rays, as to where Jump is coming off back-to-back shutouts. Dodgers 5-1 their last 6. They've beaten the A's 4 of the last 5, and the Dodgers have won 4 of their last 5 on the road. A's just 2-4 their last 6 at home, 2-6 their last 8 overall. They've played to the under 4 of their last 6. However, when the A's and Dodgers meet up, the over has cashed 8 of the last 10. I like the short home dog here with the A's. However, can't bet every game on the board, so I ended up leaving this one off the card. Last game I want to get into, again, click that like, hit subscribe, become a member here on YouTube. Entry-level capper, 1 play a day. Make money 2 or more plays a day. We do have days off like yesterday. If I don't like the card, I'm not going to force it. Giants at the D-backs. D-backs laying $1.34 plus 115 to come back on the Giants. 73% of both ticket count and handles on the D-backs. Now, Tyler Mahle, 1-7 with a 5.49, going to get the call for the G-men. Eduardo Rodriguez been so solid, 6-2 with a 2.27. Now, Mahle is coming off his start against the A's where he went 5 2/3, did not give up a run. But over his last 3 starts, Rodriguez has been phenomenal. He's pitched 16 innings, only given up 2 runs here. Giants 4-2 their last 6, but the D-backs have beaten the Giants 6 straight games, and they've beaten them 5 out of the last 6 in Arizona. Also, Arizona's been really good in the division. D-backs 12-3 their last 15 inside the NL West. I did get home and get a ticket on the Diamondbacks today. RJ Cash Cole, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, and information to help you with your handicap. Whether you fade or follow, hope you win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.